I did about 18 months at one of the most notorious prisons in California. After I got out, 90 days later, I was right back in prison. I knew that what I had been doing wasn't working anymore, and that I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in prison.
I remember when I was in the hospital the last time, and my therapist, she came to me, we were talking, and she said to me, I really need you to commit to life, because if not, we can't work together. What I remember is that I just opened myself to the risk of living.
So I knew I needed to get help, but I didn't know what help looked like at that point. I didn't even know if it was possible.
When I ultimately became aware of the fact that I did have, a mental health condition, I always call it the best day of my life, because it was just infinitely better than what reality I was living in.
I feel more liberated. I don't have any skeletons in my closet. I would have saved myself a lot of headaches if I would have accepted it a lot earlier in my life. But you can't change the past. You just turn the page and just start a new chapter in life.
Once I realized, I had a mental health condition, the very first thought on my mind was, okay, how am I going to get on top of this?
I didn't recover from pneumonia all by myself. I didn't recover from depression or post-traumatic stress disorder all by myself.
It took many years to find the right therapist. And I think what made them the right therapist is that they really seemed to genuinely care, to listen to what I had to say.
I find it's always really necessary to sort of advocate for myself, within the mental health system, just because I know if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it. The doctor at first wanted to see me once a month, but I was like, no, we're meeting once a week.
We did it daily in the beginning, then every other day for many, many weeks, and then maybe 3 times a week, then twice a week, once a week, that sort of thing.
Family therapy was a little challenging. My dad didn't really want to go, but in the end, it really brought us all closer together.
My family, they've been a tremendous help, in my recovery. I think the number one thing they did for me that I can't thank them enough for was they never gave up.
I started on medication when I was in 9th grade, and my dad was very against it. My mom is a little more open, and she wanted me to get on medication. She knew that there was something that just chemically wasn't right with me.
I still feel my depression every single day, but the medication I take just gives me the ability to do the things that I need to do.
I think it's important to kind of be in tune and communicate with your doctor with the different side effects.
The most pronounced side effect for me was this overwhelming sleepiness that I would get.
The side effects that really bothered me the most was not being able to think, just confusion.
The only one that I have right now is the weight gain. Here's the compromise. I think I'm still cute. So.
Yes, you are.
I think the one thing that I've learned is that recovery is an ongoing process. You don't just start taking a magic pill and get better, or find the right therapist and get better. You have to work at it every day.
It's important for me to keep up the routines that I do, even when I'm doing really, really well. That just kind of reinforces my path to wellness.
It's very important for me to have things organized, written down in a calendar somewhere, so I know what I'm doing at what time.
I realized how much better I function during the day with a full night's sleep.
My grandkids, my family, my friends, can't get enough of them.
Positive self-talk. That's something I practice often for my recovery. If I ever feel myself getting stressed, anxious about something, I'll say, I got this. I got this. Nothing can take away your peace.
I also do go to the gym, and I do hot yoga. I love hot yoga. I really do. It's very therapeutic.
I didn't even realize I was spiritual before. But what it has done now actually has played a huge part in my recovery process.
Doing things like, regular meditation kept my mind clear enough for me to be able to pay close attention to what was going on.
Mindfulness is all about awareness, being aware of the present moment. And that has helped me in not only accepting, but also leading a meaningful life.
Some of the compromises I've had to make as with my recovery is that I've had to cut back on my alcohol use.
I'm not afraid to tell friends when I go out anymore, hey, you're not drinking knobs, I'm on medication.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell them what meds. It's no sweat off my back not to have a drink. It's actually save money that way.
Yeah, that's true.
When I was incarcerated, they served bologna sandwiches like almost every single day. And when somebody offers me or suggests that I go someplace that I know will get me in trouble, I usually just say that'll lead to a bologna sandwich. And I haven't had a bologna sandwich in over 10 years.
Yeah.
And trying to never eat another bologna sandwich for the rest of my life.
Those are the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.